All right. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back. I thought maybe we were going to get to go live tonight, but for some reason, I am still uh, prohibited, I suppose, from going live on Facebook for whatever reason. I've never posted anything scandalous on Facebook that was live. Every time I've done that before, it wasn't something that was live, but I guess you pay for all your sins, don't you, with Facebook? All right, so this is chapter 21 of Ken Schoolin's book, The Adventures of Jonathan Gullible, a Free Market Odyssey. This chapter is entitled, Give Me Your Past or Your Future. And as all of them, it starts with a quote. A thief will take your money and then be on his way. Congress will take your money and then bore you with reasons about why you should be happy about it. Walter E. Williams. The town hall lay in the general direction of the square. Jonathan thought he could take a shortcut down an alley that was piled high with boxes and littered with trash. He hurried down the shaded alley, trying to ignore his feelings of unease after leaving the bright and busy street. Suddenly, Jonathan felt an arm at his throat and the cold metal of a pistol stuck between his ribs. Give me your past or your future, snarled the robber fiercely. What? Said Jonathan, shaking all over. What do you mean? You heard me. Your money or your life, repeated the thief, shoving the pistol deeper into his side. Jonathan needed no further encouragement. He reached into his pocket for his hard-earned money. This is all I have, and I need half of the money to pay the tax collector, pleaded Jonathan, carefully hiding the slices of bread that Grandma Rose had given him. Please leave me half. The thief relaxed her grip on Jonathan. He could barely make out her face behind the scarf. In a low, harsh voice, she laughed and said, If you must part with your money, you're better off giving it all to me and none to the tax collector. Why? He asked, placing the money in her dexterous, efficient hands. If you give the money to me, said the thief, stuffing the paper canes into a leather pouch tied at her waist, then at least I'll go away and leave you alone. But until the day you die, the tax collector will take your money, the product of your past, and he'll use it to control everything about your future as well. Ha! He'll throw away more of your earnings in a year than all of us freelance robbers will take from you in a lifetime. Jonathan looked bewildered. But doesn't the Council of Lords do good things for people with that tax money? Oh, sure, she said dryly. Some people become rich. But if paying taxes is so good, then why doesn't the tax collector just persuade you of the benefits and let you contribute voluntarily? Jonathan pondered this idea. Maybe persuasion would take a great deal of time and effort? That's right, said the thief. That is my problem, too. We both conserve time and effort with a gun. She spun Jonathan around with one hand and tied his wrists together with a thin cord, then pushed him to the ground and gagged him with his own handkerchief. There. I'm afraid the tax collector will have to wait. She sat down next to Jonathan, who wriggled but was unable to move. You know what? Said the thief as she counted the money. Politics is a kind of purification ritual. Most folks think it's wrong to envy, to lie, to steal, or to kill. It's just not neighborly, unless they can get a politician to do the dirty work for them. Yeah, politics allows everyone, even the best among us, to envy, to lie, to steal, and even to kill occasionally. And we can all still feel good about it. Jonathan twisted his face and made some noises. The thief laughed. So you'd like to yell, huh? Jonathan shook his head vigorously, and to her amusement, he looked up with mournful eyes. Okay, she said, let's hear you whimper, but don't get too loud, she warned, tapping the end of her pistol firmly against his nose. I can make you very uncomfortable. She crouched at his side and jerked the handkerchief below his chin. Stretching his jaw painfully, Jonathan challenged her. But it's wrong to steal. Maybe. The important thing is to do it in a really big way so that no one will notice that it's wrong. Steal a lot and no one will notice that it's wrong? Sure. Little lies are bad. Children are taught not to be little liars, but really big liars can get streets named after them. If you steal a little bit, you might go to the People's Zoo. But if you steal a whole lot, the whole countryside, then you get your name engraved on buildings. Same with killing. Killing too? Recoiled Jonathan. Where have you been? Snapped the thief. Killing one or two people gets you time in the zoo or even executed. But killing a few thousand makes you a heroic conqueror worthy of songs, statues, and celebrations. Children are taught to admire and imitate big killers. Act small and you'll be scorned or forgotten. Act big and you'll be a legend in school books. The oldest story of robbery that I can remember, said Jonathan, was of Robin Hood. He was a hero because he robbed from the rich and gave to the poor. Whom did he rob in particular? She asked. The sheriff of Nottingham and his friends, recounted Jonathan. You see, the sheriff and Prince John taxed everyone into poverty. The authorities took from both the rich and the poor. So Robin tried to return the plunder to the victims. The thief laughed. Then Robin wasn't a robber. How can you rob a thief? She frowned and concentrated a moment. That gives me an idea, she said. I think I'll pay a visit to Tweed. She abruptly replaced Jonathan's gag, adjusting it to be especially tight, and disappeared down the alley. Jonathan lay helpless in the alley. He thought about the young policeman that he had met the day before. Where was that guy when he really needed him? How did the robber get a gun? The thought of going back to the carnival in order to earn the money all over again angered Jonathan. He kicked his heels helplessly at the thought. One of the cords cut into the skin on his wrist, and Jonathan relaxed a moment to contemplate his predicament. He thought, I never knew how good it felt to have my hands free until now. And that is the end of chapter 21. Give me your past or your future. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll be able to go live soon. I will try to contact Facebook again about fixing that. I don't feel like I've been justly treated if they've got me banned from going live. Maybe it's just a mistake through one of Facebook's silly, their little algorithms that they put together. Or maybe this material is just too subversive to go live with. But if I can't go live, then I'll just make recordings and I'll continue. I hope everybody's enjoying the book. I know I am. Have a great day, and I will see everyone later. God bless.